Hello there, my name is Daniel Vadillo, RN, BSN, CCRN, and currently pursuing my MSN degree. I am currently a bedside nurse in a neurotrauma ICU, and on a day-to-day basis, I see the effects of strokes, heart attacks, and many other effects of long-term chronic diseases. As a healthcare professional, it is my job to advocate and promote policies that are in the best interest for my patients. That is why I'm here today advocating for policy changes to nutritional facts labels. I'm here to ask for your support for those new front of label packages with color-coded nutritional facts labels that will be better viewed as well as understood by consumers and eventually lead to healthier choices by consumers. These chronic diseases are illnesses that are continuous with no end in sight, reduce activity, and requires long-term treatment. Chronic diseases are the leading cause of morbidity and mortality in the U.S. and affect about half of adults. Something needs to be done. Chronic diseases add up to almost 85% of U.S. healthcare dollars spent annually, which would equate to about 17% of the U.S. GDP. Many chronic diseases are linked to dietary intake. Diets that consist of excess salts can lead to hypertension. Those high in sugars can lead to diabetes. And those high in cholesterol can lead to hyperlipidemia and many other problems. All these combined can lead to strokes, heart attacks, end-stage renal disease, which would all require long-term treatments and expensive treatments. Diet is a modifiable risk factor that can reduce chronic diseases and their complications. The purpose of this policy I'm here to speak with you about today is to combat those current chronic diseases and make stricter standardized dietary requirements and have those implemented on packaged food. Food manufacturers will now be required to display nutritional facts labels on front of packages, and these labels will be required to be displayed in a color-coded traffic light display, where green would indicate nutrients that have a healthy amount of those nutrients in the packages, yellow would indicate a moderate amount of those nutrients, and red would be an excess amount of those nutrients to educate patients on, or consumers on. Other policies, options that deal with poor dietary habits and chronic disease links were analyzed, but each of those options did not display the nutritional facts on the front of labels, nor did they provide an easily understood method for understanding those nutrient contents. If these front of package color-coded labels were implemented, we will start seeing consumers selecting healthier packaged food options, and we'll see a shift for food manufacturers in producing healthier options as well. Over time, we'll see a stagnation in the development of chronic diseases, as well as decreased incidences of diabetes, hypertension, coronary artery disease, and other debilitating chronic diseases as well that are linked to dietary habits. Overall, we'll see a healthy America. As a country, we will witness cost savings. No longer will 17% of the annual GDP go to our health expenses, and half of our population will no longer have the excess burden, the economic burden of these chronic diseases. The anticipated $500 million initial expense for the food industry will be minimal to the over $2 billion we'll see annually saved in healthcare expenses. The obesity problem in America is undeniable, and nutritional changes need to be made. The front of package color-coded design is the best way to ensure consumers not only see the information but understand the information. With the FDA's enforcement of these new label designs, eating habits will be improved and the decrease of chronic diseases will be seen in the U.S. The new color-coded front of package labels will allow parents and children to see packaged food contents and make the right decisions at the grocery store. If we do not improve the nation's dietary habits now to improve the obesity epidemic, then when? Thank you for your time, and I appreciate